Have you ever heard people talk about Treasury bonds and wondered what they actually are? Or perhaps you've heard investors discussing bond yields and interest rates and felt completely lost. You're not alone. The truth is, bonds are one of the most important investments in the financial world, and whether you realize it or not, the bond market affects almost everyone. So what exactly is a bond? Think of a bond as a loan. When the government or a company needs money, instead of going to a bank, they may borrow from investors. When you buy a bond, you are lending your money to the issuer for a specific period of time. In return, they promise to pay you interest and eventually return your original investment. Let's use a simple example. Imagine the Kenyan government wants to raise money to build roads, hospitals, or other infrastructure projects. Instead of borrowing from a bank, it offers bonds to investors. You invest 100,000 shillings in a bond. The government pays you interest every few months and then returns your 100,000 shillings at the end of the agreed period. That's a bond in its simplest form. Now let's break down three important terms you'll often hear. First, face value. Face value is simply the amount you lend. If you invest 100,000 shillings, then your face value is 100,000 shillings. Think of it as the amount the issuer promises to return to you when the bond matures. Second, coupon. The coupon is the interest payment you receive. If your bond pays a 12% coupon, it means you'll receive interest based on the face value of your investment. In simple terms, the coupon is your reward for lending your money. Third, yield. Yield is often the most confusing term, but it doesn't have to be. Think of yield as the actual return an investor is earning from a bond at today's market price. If bonds become more attractive and investors are willing to pay more for them, yields tend to fall. If investors are less interested and bond prices fall, yields tend to rise. A simple way to think about it is this. Coupon is the interest written on the bond. Yield is the return an investor is effectively earning today. So why should you care about the bond market? Because the bond market influences interest rates across the economy. When bond yields rise, borrowing often becomes more expensive. Loans, mortgages, and business financing may become costlier. When bond yields fall, borrowing may become cheaper. This means the bond market affects investors, businesses, homeowners, and even people who never buy a bond. In many ways, the bond market acts like a financial thermometer. It provides clues about inflation, interest rates, economic growth, and investor confidence. Understanding bonds doesn't require a finance degree. At its core, a bond is simply a loan. Face value is what you lend. Coupon is the interest you earn. And yield is the return investors are receiving. The better you understand bonds, the better you understand how money moves through the economy and how financial decisions can affect your investments and your future. Because whether you're investing in bonds, shares, property, or planning for retirement, understanding the bond market helps you make more informed financial decisions. To learn more about bonds and managing your wealth, get in touch with Private Wealth Capital through these channels. We're here to help you navigate your financial future.